Okay, so feminism is the struggle against sexist oppression. Its aim is not to benefit solely any specific group of women, any particular race or class of women. Okay, sounds pretty good, but it's not too specific. Let's read another one. The belief that women should be allowed the same rights, power, opportunities as men and be treated in the same way, or the set of activities intended to achieve this state. Hey, so far so good, it makes sense. How about hearing it from somebody that the feminists really like? For the record, feminism, by definition, is the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities. Damn, shorty, go off! Men and women should have equal rights and opportunities? 100% right. And so, what's going on?
Are men trash?
Are men trash? Wait, who's trash? Men.
Are they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most of them.
Oh, 100% yeah.
Kinda a little bit.
Every experience I've ever had in my entire life, men are trash.
What do you think led up to your girl cheating on you?
Shit. That's a good question. I would say it's because she's just a whore.
My ex broke it off with me.
Why?
No! I let a male friend get a little too comfortable and essentially cheated on him. We made out, and that was wrong. And he broke it off.
How do you go from having a wife to not having a wife?
I went on deployment to Okinawa, Japan. My wife fucked a dude 1 week into that deployment. Now I don't have one.
Well, how long were you together?
I've known her my whole life.
If you could say one thing to your ex, what would it be?
You have fun pissing in your bed.
I'd say hello. I hope you are doing well, and I hope your family's doing well, and I'm happy for whatever's going your way.
To my ex.
Fuck that nigga.
I'm saying.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck both of them.
Both of them.
I appreciate you. Thank you for everything. It sucks that it didn't work out. We were at two different points in our life. That's just what it comes down to.
Suck a dick, bitch.
Feminism is a beautiful thing, man. Having equal rights and equal rights of opportunities and all of these things is amazing. Yes, women should be able to vote, especially more so in a world where it's no longer like man, woman, traditional family, and it's kind of a lot of lonely single people. They should be able to vote what they want for the country. They should be allowed to own property. They should be allowed to A, B, C, D, E. And this is my honest opinion. And there are a lot of places where feminism is really needed. Like in a lot of the Middle Eastern countries where, because of the culture, they say it's religion. No, because of the culture, there's still a lot of oppression towards women and of the sort. We should really focus our power and attention of feminism towards all of these areas, so that women can study, so that women can have a life if they wish to, so that they don't have to stay with a man if they don't want to. Whether it's the best thing for them or not is another matter. I believe personally, my personal belief, ooh, shit, I'm putting it out on the internet, that a traditional family is more bound for success and joy. Success is joy. Than a normal let's all be independent and not rely on each other even though we are social creatures kind of new relationship that there is nowadays. But at least, on the West and most of, or if not all of Europe, we've done a great job with feminism. Women have equal rights, if not slightly more advantages than men do. And you know what, it's fine. Men can do with a disadvantage, we're built different, whatever. But we shouldn't take the piss either, we shouldn't go too fucking far. But as it stands, guess what? That's exactly what we're doing. Current feminism goes to attack men, masculinity, manhood, everything that comes with man in it. Shit, even women, if a woman tries to be a woman, they're like, why are you still on this brainwashed traditional? Like, bro, just let people be whatever they want to be. But yeah, current feminism in these places where we have finally achieved equal rights for both genders is taking a turn for the worst and it's becoming really cringy. And I need to just quickly say that it's not only women that are feminists, of course. There are, I'm talking about current feminism, the toxic one? Yeah, that one. It's not only women, there are men as well. Some of them are a little bit more fruity than the normal man. But a lot of men that are feminists are also saying men are trash, especially white males. Like, bro, that's what you are. Stop self-loathing, homie. But it's actually pretty ridiculous that we are, or that feminism, spare me, please. That feminism is doing this thing towards masculinity and is hating it so much. Because if anything, if masculinity is not encouraged, we're kind of losing the whole point of the ideology behind feminism. If we want equal rights, we should not put one above the other. We should have equal rights. But as it stands, we are just stepping on men, calling them all sorts of names in society. It feels like a crime to even be born as a man today and age. And it's not only a real shame, but it's real stupid. We should encourage men to be stronger. When men are weak, they commit crimes, right? Most crimes are committed by males, I think. Or at least the more serious ones. But these serious crimes or whatever that are like shootings or stabbings or murder, like fatalities, are mostly committed by men. And it's not done by men that are masculine, by men that are strong. It is done by men that don't have any control over their emotions, which is something more like feminine. And it's not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing when you put it in the hands of a man that's a lot more dangerous than a woman. And plus, there's not many things that are better than a man that's masculine. A man that you can count on to have values and virtues, and to, even if there's no one watching, apart from God, because he's always watching, he will stay true to himself and to his soul, for he does not want to bear with the burden of being a bad person. So you can count on them to do the right acts at all time. Like, this is what a man is. Somebody with integrity, somebody with discipline. So we should encourage this type of behavior. We shouldn't shit on men for being men, call it toxic masculinity, this and that. Like, no. And plus, just to keep it real, we need men if we actually want to progress feminism in all of these countries that still don't have it as much as the West or Europe does. Like, do you think women are just going to go to the Middle Eastern countries and change things up? No. Do you think you'll be the threat of violence? Are you the engineers that create the weapons for war because you need to intimidate somebody that's corrupt in the mind if you want to provoke a change in them? If they were a reasonable person, you could talk it out. But if they're more prone to violence, clearly by the examples that they give us in the treatment of women and etc. in the countries where we want to promote feminism more, you're not going to talk it out. And in the first place, you're probably not going to talk it out well if you're full of emotions and all these things, which is what's coming in together with feminism in today's age. Just a lot of emotion and hatred. We need more stoicism and more practical approaches to matters that require politics and of the sort. You can live in a delusion all you want and say, no, we need to keep it up, this is fine, men are trash, blah, 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 look, I'm so funny, I'm following the trend. But, you know, you're a scumbag and you're not going to help in the actual contribution of mankind to make the world a better place. And I want to touch on that a bit more. This is, as I said, a trend. A lot of these people, women, the men that say it is because they are a bit too far gone, if I'm honest. We are just doing it for the trend because it's trendy to hate men. Haha, men are trash, I can insult men and do all sorts of things. I won't really have any repercussions from it. You know, I'm not saying I would do anything, I don't know what I would do, but it's never occurred to me because, I don't know, I think I'm a respectable member of society and I conduct myself with elegance and politeness when I am out. If we are more friendly or whatever, it's because I know you and I know that you are fine with it. But if a woman that I didn't know just started insulting me like that and all sorts of things, I am 1,000 million trillion gazillion % sure I can out insult her with fair ease. I don't even have to think. I would just say back the things that she would say to me. But I probably wouldn't do that. I would definitely not hit her. There'll be no point of using my strength to oppress the weak. This is not what a masculine man would do. But regardless of my reaction, it is incredibly disrespectful to treat men in the way that women in the West and Europe and stuff are treating men. Like, they ain't worthy, like they ain't shit. Like, they ain't build everything, every cosmetic that you put on your face to be more confident. Like, they ain't build all of these comfortable things that you sleep on or when you take a bath so you can be more comfortable and whatever. Like, they ain't build a house that you live in. And yeah, men are trash. Yeah, well, f*** you. Your mom's trash. How about that? Careful, here's when the plot twist of the video comes. It is not only the problem of feminism and women. Actually, and arguably, this is the worst part out of all of this. The weakness from the men that are suffering from it is opening the doors, right, the floodgates for all of this to gush forth. Men that let go of manhood, right, that become more feminine-like and such, when it's not true in their essence, or that behave like simps and pay women for whatever they want, their clothes, their fucking makeup and nails and hair. By being a weak person, look, it's fine to be good and to be gentle and to be kind towards others, but that's not what you're doing. You're being weak, you're doing things out of fear. Yeah, your intention is to please them. You shouldn't try to please others. Please yourself and make others happy, but not by pleasing or becoming complacent on yourself. If you're more masculine and you decided that, you know, you're a good person in control of your career and your life, things are in order. You don't need a female, you don't need a male, whatever you're into, to kind of help you or do anything for you. If a person comes into your life and then disrespects you because you're a man, don't take that disrespect. It is in your duty, not in your power, in your duty to not allow for people to be rude or disrespectful. This is just going to cause entitlement, arrogance in their attitude, and guess what? By not saying anything, you're contributing to a person becoming worse in themselves. So look, I'm kind of addressing both parties in this video. Those that are toxic, the toxic feminists. Although I don't know if they watched this far because they're probably too fucking busy typing, whatever. But I'm also talking to the people that are suffering from this stuff, and that maybe has resonated more thus far. And I want to just quickly mention that both men and women suffer from this. I've heard plenty of stories, and I've spoken to a few females as well, that have told me, and that sounded weird, that have told me about the fact that because they wanted to be more traditional, other women would shit on them. They would call her, no, you can't do this, whatever, because otherwise you give men power and it's bad. And they have this whole brainwash or movie in their head. They can't even be nice. A nice human being towards another nice, normal human being, like of the opposite gender. Not only that, but they also get insulted and called a pick me girl and things like that. And just get bullied in their own gender, even though, like, for what reason? Because they want to be a wife or something? Shit. Let her be a wife then. That's none of your problem, but shit, whatever. But I think a lot of the times that these feminists will complain is because any good man that they would also want would 10 out of 10 times pick the girl that's more feminine and that actually is a decent human person. They don't have to be a stay-at-home wife. Just a decent human person with respect. Then the girl that's just running their mouth like, men are trash. Fucking hell, bro. The way to go forward for the women that, I don't know, want to be more traditional and whatnot, I'd say just persist, ignore all the noise and the whatever. Get away from social media if there's a lot of hatred coming your way, and maybe do some activities where you could find somebody good. Again, this is for the traditional women alone. Now, for the men that are affected by this, you are affected by this because in essence, your behavior and your demeanor defines you as a masculine man. A masculine man in feminism in the West and Europe is a bad thing. Ridiculous. So what you should do is actually triple down on this. Don't please others. Don't decide to change yourself because you're being bullied in your own like self, in your own essence. Instead, do the double, do the triple, do the most. Become more masculine, become a better leader, right? Have better judgment of your actions, of your reactions of things, and decide that, hey, no matter what the world throws at me, I will tackle it with humor and love. For I am unchangeable and unshackable, and nothing that ever comes my way is going to affect the person that I am. And so keep being masculine, keep being a gentleman, open the door. What? They're gonna say, I can do that myself. Then just laugh it off, whatever. You don't like this person, you will never get with them, so just say to them something like, I didn't mean to offend you, goodbye. But you're not affected by this, like, oh, I'm sorry. No. Alright, my fault. See you later. Sayonara, baby. Anyway, that's all that I have for today. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.